Okay, here's a little discussion about the movie Wasp. So I think we alluded to this, or I alluded to this earlier in class when we had the class. That wasp has a multiple meaning. One, it's the insect that's actually physically in several times, physically in the film. One in her house, her apartment, and the other on the street when it climbs into Kai's mouth. But it also means white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. And I didn't define this as maybe clearly as I should have. It's white are either wealthy, right? Because white Anglo-Saxon is a tautology. It's kind of saying the same thing. Because Anglo-Saxons are the people that were in England prior to the Norman invasion. The Norman invasions, it makes it sound like they're Norsemen. Some of them were, but most of them are French. Or a lot of them are French. Anyways, so it's the peoples that were existed before a fairly significant invasion. But we know from this text that Zoe or anybody else in there is by no means wealthy. In many respects, they're stretched pretty thin. So there's maybe an irony to the significance of that title. So we also talked about the opening scene, about how, Zoe is acting incredibly impulsively. She's walking down the street in her nightie, no shoes on, knocks on the door, and then attacks a character who's called Bullethead, and for, I guess, allegedly hitting one of her kids. And so there is a kind of impulsivity there. Certainly, it's a kind of a shocking scene that everybody just kind of takes as normal. So that says something also about the culture there. People are just standing around watching them. And it also shows that there's a kind of, that Zoe does care about her kids, even though she does it in a kind of a problematic way. So when we went through this, or when I went through it in class, there's an interesting way that we know that Zoe makes a lot of really bad decisions, but by no means does she not care for her kids. She just doesn't have the kind of social knowledge in order to deal with them in what middle-class people and upwards would think of as a ethically responsible way. The apartment also, inside of the apartment, there are pictures that look like her kids made on the walls. There's a picture of David Beckham, who is sort of the heartthrob superstar for Manchester United for years, football player. And then there's also a poster that says, I'm jealous of Barbie, that bitch has everything. Right? So again, there's this desire for things that she doesn't have. There's the wasp that's bumping up against the window as they do, and she very generously lets it go. Right? So, and again, that shows, I think it illustrates her sense of being trapped, and also her desire to get out, but also a kind of gentleness, right? That she's willing, wasps, which are often a kind of reviled animal or insect, that doesn't kill it, she lets it go, which I think is an interesting element. So again, one of the things that was asked for the essay question was how this film builds up. I think I've had it there, I can't remember. A perspective of Dave. Right, that we have a number of moments where Dave seems like he's being manipulative, but ends up not being. So, there's the moment when he first sees her that he honks his horn and she comes over, right? And so that's, again, honking your horn at women, that's the best idea you got, but it worked, whatever. Plays her a kind of mild compliment and then invites her out. First time that he sees her, I thought you were going to stand me up, right? And so seems a little bit, nervous about that. And then he says, the circumstances, again, can be explained away, but the number of them seem to demonstrate that maybe something's wrong here, right? And so there's when he says, well, why don't you're one of those modern birds. You get the first round just till I finish this game. I'll have a pint of lager, right? And so she goes off to do that. Of course, we know she has very little money. Her kids are outside. But this is, again, kind of Dave is her chance at some kind of emancipation. And then, of course, at the end, when it pans back, the kids are all there because the wasp climbs into her mouth, and she's out making out with Dave. When when the kid starts screaming, she's visceral. She runs out without thinking. And then has a kind of little fit of anger towards Kelly. And then eventually they kind of very quickly start commiserating together. And then when the camera pans back, there's Dave. And he's got this astonished look on his face, right? So he would not be, it wouldn't be irrational to say that, if he left, or at least didn't do what he did, because she's been lying to him for the entire night. And those kids, again, that's another thing at the very beginning when he says, "What are you doing with all the fucking kids?" And she lies because she thinks, quite reasonably, that if he found out that she had 5 kids, or 4, that he wouldn't be interested. And so she's trying to keep them under wraps. Again, multiple bad decisions by her. But again, Dave, after the ending scene of the way, or the second last scene, the next scene is he's giving them food. So they go to some kind of fish and chips shop or something, and gives them food, and he says, well, let's just get him home and we'll have a chat. So that doesn't sound like, that he's ending a relationship or not wanting to begin a relationship, rather that he's interested. And that the moments that he said, I always liked you, were real, right? Instead of some kind of a ploy to get her into bed, right? All right.